Welcome to Investor Web, your one-stop channel for all things wealth and investment. We're here to take you on a journey, exploring the many facets of wealth, the routes to its acquisition, and the strategies for its management. Here at Investor Web, we believe that knowledge is the foundation of any successful investment venture. Our goal is to provide you with comprehensive, insightful, and accessible content, demystifying the world of wealth and investment. Whether you're just starting out or you're an experienced investor, we're here to equip you with the tools you need to make informed decisions for your financial future. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to become part of our thriving community and share our content with others who may also find it valuable. Today we will delve into the different types of wealth, so stay tuned. Wealth, in its simplest form, is the abundance of valuable resources or valuable material possessions. It's a term that carries weight, conjuring images of gold bars, stock portfolios, and opulent mansions. But wealth is more than just physical assets. It's a broad and multifaceted concept that extends far beyond the confines of a bank account. In today's society, wealth has become synonymous with success, power, and opportunity. It's a universal language, a currency that cuts across cultures and continents. It's the key that unlocks doors, the ticket that fast-tracks dreams. Indeed, the pursuit of wealth has shaped the course of human history, driving innovation, exploration, and revolution. But wealth is not just about accumulation, it's about distribution. It's about creating value, not just for ourselves, but for our communities, our societies, and our world. It's a catalyst for change, a tool for transformation, a vehicle for progress. Now let's explore the different types of wealth. The most common type of wealth that comes to mind is financial wealth. Financial wealth is often the first thought that springs to mind when we talk about wealth. It's those tangible, countable assets that you can physically touch and see. It's the cash in your wallet, the balance in your bank account, the equity in your home, and the value of your investments. It's the most visible and quantifiable type of wealth, and it's what most of us aspire to accumulate more of. Financial wealth is also the most liquid form of wealth. It can be easily exchanged for goods, services, and experiences that enhance our quality of life. It's the wealth that allows us to buy that dream home, take that world tour, or retire comfortably. It's the wealth that gives us freedom and security. But financial wealth isn't just about accumulating more money. It's about building a solid financial foundation that can weather the ups and downs of life. It's about creating multiple streams of income, investing wisely, and managing our money effectively. It's about understanding the difference between assets and liabilities and making our money work for us. Financial wealth is also about having the financial literacy to make informed decisions about our money. It's about understanding the power of compound interest, the importance of diversification, and the impact of taxes and inflation on our wealth. It's about having the knowledge and skills to navigate the complex world of finance. Accumulating financial wealth requires discipline, patience, and persistence. It requires us to live within our means, save and invest regularly, and avoid unnecessary debt. It requires us to take calculated risks and seize opportunities when they arise. It requires us to be proactive and take control of our financial future. But as important as financial wealth is, it's not the be-all and end-all of wealth. It's just one piece of the wealth puzzle. True wealth encompasses more than just our financial assets. It includes our health, our relationships, our knowledge, our skills, our time, and our happiness. However, wealth isn't just about money. Intellectual wealth is the knowledge and skills you possess. It's the cornerstone of personal development and a critical component of overall wealth. This wealth is not about the degrees you have or the schools you attended. It's about the value you can bring to the table with your knowledge, skills, and expertise. Think of the world's most successful entrepreneurs and inventors. Their intellectual wealth has not only enriched them financially, but has also shaped our society and the way we live. The beauty of intellectual wealth is that it's not finite. It grows as we learn, as we experience, as we innovate. It can't be stolen or taken away. It's a lifelong investment that pays dividends in countless ways. And guess what? This wealth can be your stepping stone to financial wealth. Your ideas, your knowledge, your skills can lead to innovations, businesses, and financial success. Another form of wealth lies in our personal relationships. Let's delve into that next. Social wealth is the value derived from our relationships with others. Isn't it fascinating how the bonds we form, the connections we make, and the networks we build contribute to a form of wealth that is often underestimated? Yes, we're talking about social wealth. Now, this isn't something you can quantify with a number or gauge through a bank balance, yet social wealth holds an immense leverage in our lives and can be a powerful tool in the journey towards success. Think of it this way. The relationships you cultivate, the people you know, and the circles you move in can open doors that might otherwise remain closed. It's about knowing the right people at the right time, and these relationships can come from anywhere. From your school days, your neighborhood, your workplace, or even a chance meeting at a conference or seminar. These connections form a network, a web of relationships that can lead to opportunities. Job offers, business partnerships, mentorships, or collaborations can all spring from the well of social wealth. It's about more than just who you know. It's about the value you bring to each other's lives. But social wealth is not only about opportunities, it's also about the support systems we build, the shoulders we can lean on in times of hardship, the friends who lift us up when we're down, the mentors who guide us when we're lost. These relationships, these pillars of support are invaluable. They contribute to our emotional wealth, our mental well-being, and our personal growth. So, how do you build social wealth? It starts with genuine connections. It's about being authentic, being interested in others, and offering value in your interactions. It's about nurturing relationships, maintaining connections, and being there for others just as they are there for you. It's a give and take, a mutual exchange of value. In conclusion, social wealth is about the richness of your relationships. It's about the depth of your connections and the width of your network. It's about the doors that open and the support you receive through your relationships with others. Lastly, we have a type of wealth that is often overlooked. Time wealth is having the freedom to spend your time as you choose. In the grand scheme of wealth types, time wealth often stands out as a silent yet powerful player. It's the unsung hero of our lives, often overlooked but deeply influential. You see, time wealth is not about having a lot of time, but rather having control over how we use our time. It's about achieving that ever-elusive work-life balance, which in turn contributes to the overall quality of life. Imagine being able to pursue your passions, spend quality time with your loved ones, or even take a spontaneous trip without worrying about work schedules or deadlines. That's the magic of time wealth. It's about the freedom and flexibility to live life on your terms. And remember, while money can be earned back, time once spent is gone forever. So let's cherish and respect our time wealth. Now let's recap what we've learned today. Today we've explored the different types of wealth: financial, intellectual, social, and time wealth. These are the four pillars that, when balanced, can lead to a fulfilling and prosperous life. Let's take a moment to revisit what we've learned. Financial wealth, the most commonly recognized form of wealth, involves monetary assets, investments, and properties. It's the tangible wealth that can provide a safety net and create opportunities for growth and advancement. Next, we dove into intellectual wealth. This involves your skills, knowledge, and creative abilities. It's the wealth that can never be taken away from you and can continually be expanded upon. Whether it's through formal education, self-study, or practical experiences, fostering intellectual wealth is a lifelong journey. Then we discussed social wealth, the wealth of relationships and connections. It's about the value you derive from your interactions with others, the support systems you have in place, and the impact you make on your community. Social wealth can enhance your life quality, open doors to opportunities, and bring about a sense of belonging and fulfillment. Lastly, we talked about time wealth. This is perhaps the most precious form of wealth, as it's the one resource we can't make more of. It's about how you spend your time, the freedom to control your schedule, and the ability to pursue what truly matters to you. Each of these types of wealth intertwines and influences the other. Having financial wealth can free up time, allowing for more opportunities to build social and intellectual wealth. In turn, intellectual wealth can lead to greater financial wealth, and so on. So remember, wealth isn't just about money. It's about living a balanced and fulfilling life. Understanding and accumulating each type of wealth can lead to a more enriched and satisfying existence. Thank you for watching Investor Web. Please subscribe and share our channel with others interested in wealth and investment topics. Until next time.